Especially in California, there's so many AA people like, yeah, you can smoke weed. And you're like, no, I can't.
California sober?
Yeah,
I'm like, why are you putting California in front of it? You're not sober.
Yeah.
Like, just relax.
Yeah.
It's okay to not be sober, but don't try to join my gang. You're not in it.
Yeah.
I just do shrooms and weed because you're not sober.
Yeah. You're like, good for you for not drinking, but like, stop saying that. This is what the turfs are, where they're like, you're not a woman. You're not a man anymore, but don't act like you had your period the same year I did. It's just like, call it something else.
Oh, shit.
Where you been and where you going? This is Ari's travel show, yeah. We're gonna talk about travel today. It's You Be Trippin, yeah.
Welcome to You Be Trippin, everybody. Welcome back. It's a travel podcast. If you've never watched before, every week I have a guest that takes us to a different place. It's the only podcast made with 100% real bone marrow. And today, the guest is former top 10 skater in the world, and fucking crazy fighter, and
dickhead.
Now stand-up comedian, Jason Ellis. I got into a fight with you about you on Rogan.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, because you're talking shit on me, right?
No.
In the past, you have talked shit. You told Lewis that you would beat me. He would beat me because I'm an old man. Boy, did you! But I was like, keep talking, dude.
Well, I'm an
because
instigator.
you're making him fall into a trap.
Well,
I was like, yeah, no, I'm real old, dude. That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, my truth is not truth of words. My truth is like getting things I want to get.
Oh,
done.
well then, because I was like, wow, you really think that I can't fight? Like,
No, I just want that
you
fight
crazy.
happening. I want to see Lewis die in the ring. so I hope he doesn't watch us. So yeah, I want to instigate.
I wasn't gonna kill him.
But yeah, you do this with your manager goes snap the neck. No, your name came up and I was like, he was a fucking whatever. I forget what we were talking about, but I was like, he used to be like a top 10 skateboarder. And Norman was like, no way. He skates. So
Yeah,
like,
I know.
No way. I'm like, really? I thought he was. He goes, no. I'm like, well, you know skating, so I guess I'm wrong.
No, I think your discussion was about street and vert.
Maybe that's it.
And he was like, because I'm not a street skater. I'm a terrible street skater.
But you were top 10 in vert.
I was top 3.
Top 3. That's what I looked up.
Yeah, in
I was
vert.
so mad later because I was like, I can't be wrong on this.
No, you weren't. But that's half pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mark's a street skater.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah.
he was right. You were both you were arguing about the incorrect
Different
things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He was like, he is not a top 10 street skater. And it's like, you're very right. I am not. But was I a top 10 vert skater? Fuck yeah, for over 10 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, but now you're a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
And a hobbyist at skating.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm still pro, because now I'm sober. I can skate good again. I did a fucking 540. I did a backside 540 a year ago.
Yeah.
And it's the grab, a backside 540. I'm the oldest person to do it.
You video that?
52. Fuck yeah.
You get it on video?
I did it at a demo.
Send me.
In front of everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, it's on I saved it on my Instagram.
I mean, when you're hitting a trick, how do you go, hey, everybody, look at this next one. I'm going to do something rad. Like, that's what I want to be like. Stop talking.
Well, that one, because I started skating again and I was getting a couple of my old tricks back, but not all of them, because I'm not as fast as I was. And the other thing is, like, when you're 52, I can kind of, and I'm fitter now because I used to drink. I was a drunk pro skateboarder.
Wow. Nice.
So now I'm almost as quick as I used to be, but I don't skate as much because I can't. If I skate every day, I probably wouldn't be able to walk because the wear and tear, it'll just start to wreck me.
Yeah.
So I start every now and then at a demo, I'd spin a 540. And some people would be like, dude, that was pretty close. And I was like, I know, right? That was crazy. And then at this particular demo, I spun one that day and I was like, ooh, I saw the landing. Because when you do a 540, you have to look and then you turn your back to the ramp. So then you come back around and you look at your landing. And I was so old and rusty that I could never really see the landing. So I was like, maybe I'll make it. But 50-50, like getting knocked out at 52 is not cool.
Yeah.
But that day, I was like, oh, I saw it. And then there was another guy that's as old as me or just like a year younger who's still really good. And he was like, you saw it, didn't you? I was like, I did. He's like, why'd you fucking put one down? I was like, because if I put it down wrong and I get knocked out, like, dude, you know what I mean? Like, if I break my shit right now, like, I don't know if I'm into that.
Then I'm not skating again for a while.
But then I put one down and I was like, oh, I could make that. And then everybody in the demo, I was the announcer. And everyone was like, give me the fucking microphone, Ellis. make that fucking trick right now. And it was at a big demo, like a big crowd.
Yeah.
So the crowd was hyping me.
Can't say no to a chant.
Yeah.
When they're doing it, you're like, no, guys, I can't. If they all chant, like, okay, I'm going to try. I'll kill myself right now because of this chant.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
I'm ready to die. At one point, I actually slammed twice. I tore my groin, and I was under the ramp, and I was like, it's over. And it's like, Ellis. And I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Just fucking one more time in your life. Dude, I made it. I cried. And a couple of other guys that were there were also crying too. Because they were like, when you're 50, dude, and you do a trick, like my trick, I was like 7 foot above a fucking 13-foot high vert ramp, spinning a 540. And you do that wrong,
come out.
You could die, dude. Like
Damn.
when you're 52, if you over rotate on a 540 and flick back on the back of your head, you could, at my age, you could die. And I made it, and I was like, that's more than likely the last time I'll ever
Break
do
the
that.
board over your knee. And
I have the board, the
Yeah.
whole setup, because it's like, it's
That goes on
super
the wall.
special to me. Yeah.
Damn.
Or I'll sell it depending on how much, because
It's like
I need the
Tiger
money.
Woods' last major. It's like,
Yeah, dude, for sure. Fuck yeah. And that there was a few people there that knew that. Like when Tony found out, he immediately called me and was like, dude, because it was the last time I did a 540 was 20 years ago.
I love how supportive skaters are. Instead of going like, I want to be the best, they're just like, nice one. All that slapping of the board.
Especially us, dude. Like, because there's probably like 10, 15 of us that are in our 50s that still skate vert. The rest of us are gone, dude.
Tom Shar was on here, this podcast.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I asked him. Like, he came to see me at the Village Underground afterwards. Like, and I ate a dick. It was so bad. I saw him afterwards. I was like, hey, so thanks for coming. He was even looking. I was like, good job. But like,
no, he didn't. No, he
it.
didn't. That dude is he is gnarly, man.
Yeah, but I asked him. He reminded me of drink. I asked him. I was like, when next time you're in New York, you drink at all? And he goes, no. And I'm like, oh. Well, all right. Well, we'll go for a walk or something. But it was like, oh, you're committed, and that's why you're top.
He should not drink for at least another decade because he is on the cutting edge. He's like the top 2 vert dudes in the world.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he's a fucking freak right now.
Nice guy too.
Right?
Just pleasant, nice dude.
Yeah, he's the best. I love that guy.
Well, we're gonna take us now for something that had to do with your skating.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go? Where are we headed?
So I went
Started and where and go to where? So
this is I was 19 and I was on a skateboard company when vert skating, because you're gonna figure this out on this fucking podcast. Vert skating had took a huge shit and it was very unpopular. So when I was one of the best up and coming vert guys in the world, the skateboard sponsor that I had, Planet Earth, were like the Münster Cup in Germany is on.
the Münster Cup.
Yeah, Münster. Münster, Germany. It was.
Münster. I thought it was like Monster Energy, and they were just saying,
dude, this is before
Münster.
Monster
Okay.
existed. I'm very old. They
that
couldn't
cheese.
afford to fly me there, so I paid for my own ticket and I stayed on the floor in someone else's hotel room to be in this vert contest.
And at this point, you were ranked where?
None.
Okay.
Zero.
Okay.
People
This makes
knew
sense
me.
then.
If you were a vert dude, you knew me, but I was just some little rat. And I got 5th in the world. So, like, I beat everybody. Like, all the big up-and-comers, Danny Ways, all those guys, I beat them.
I remember Danny Ways.
It was
That must have been huge. That must have been like, hey, I'm on the scene now.
After the contest, like, when I was in the contest, nobody knew me. After the contest, like, immediately after, as I'm leaving the ramp, everyone's like, Ellis. Like, Tony Hawk knew me. Like, everybody knew me in and under an hour.
Wow.
And I was like, I fucking made it.
Wow.
And people, what they didn't know is I'm from Australia and I grew up as a fucking raging alcoholic without knowing it at the time. So when
Because it's Australia, that's just normal. When people are like, I don't drink, and you're like, you've had 4 tonight. Like, yeah, just 4 though.
Yeah, no, nobody had 4. That's insane. What the fuck? You got,
That's your version of not drinking there.
You're like, you have a disease if you had 4. Like, there's something wrong with you. Yeah, so I got, we went to a bar in Germany and I got immediately pounding beers in those big beer mugs. And we're fucking drinking, pounding. And I'm on the top. I'm on cloud 9, man. Like, I got 5th in the world. Everybody knows me. Like, people are talking about sponsorship deals and stuff. And I got real drunk and we were raging. And I fucking smashed a beer mug over my head, like, just to celebrate, you know?
They're so thick though.
Yeah, well, so am I.
Okay.
So I go, psh, and someone, like, because glass shatters everywhere, and someone goes, did you just smash it over your head? And I go, yeah. And this other dude, I think it was Jeff Kendall, another legendary pro skateboarder, goes, Ellis, like, yeah, and holds a beer mug in front of me. and I just went whoosh and fucking punched it and smashed it everywhere.
What's wrong with you?
And everyone goes, fuck yeah, Ellis. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And then all of a sudden blood is squirting out of my fingers. And I'm like, oh shit. And it's like big gouges. Which hand is it? Because there's still scars all over it from it. Yeah, it's this one.
What?
So there's flaps of skin on my knuckles like sticking off and blood squirting out. And I'm like, oh shit. So my team manager at the time is like, dude, we got to get you to hospital. And at one point, I go to get in a taxi, and the taxi goes, no way, because I got blood squirting out of my hand.
Fair. I'm on his side.
Yeah, so then we found a plastic bag in a trash can to put my hand in a plastic bag.
Just to get a cab?
Because nobody would take me because there was blood squirting out. And I'm drunk. I'm a drunk Australian going, oh, mate, let me get in the taxi to go to hospital. You know, no one would let me. I go to hospital. They give me, like, it's fucking Germany. No one speaks English. They stab me with those needles, and I sober up real quick when that needle goes in the first knuckle. They sew me up. I got a cast on. Well, not a cast. I got a sling on because they want me to keep my hand elevated. And then I blew my left knee out. So no. In the contest, I went in the next contest. So we fly from Germany to the Grand Bernard, France, and it's like a weird, like, farm town, like not.
And they have skating there.
They have it. They had a ramp. I don't know if it was permanent. Maybe it was permanent.
What's it called?
Le Grand Bernard.
Grand Bernard, France. Here we go. Hey guys, let me break in real quick to tell you a little bit about our guest today, Mr. Jason Ellis. He's a world-renowned skateboarder, literally top 3 in the world at Vert. On a recent episode of Protect Our Parks, Mark Norman incorrectly admonished me, saying, how dare you? Well, he didn't say it like that. He said, like, autism. Said he was never top 10. He was way wrong. He was totally top 10. He was 3rd in the world in Vert. And he's like, maybe I said skateboarding. Sure. Maybe he meant street. But that doesn't give him the excuse for that attitude. I don't think so. Jason Ellis has moved on to start a career in mixed martial arts. He was also featured in Jackass, which is one of the best credits he's ever had. And he's also now a podcaster. He's got 2 podcasts, the Jason Ellis Show and Hawk vs. Wolf, that he does with his good friend, Tony Hawk. He's also a stand-up comedian. He's going to be on the road. You can get all tickets for him at thejasonellis.com. April 30th is Zany's Chicago, then in Nashville, Tennessee on May 1st, Miami, May 21st, Ocala, Florida, May 23rd, Vancouver or New West Min, June 13th and 14th, Capitol Ballroom in Victoria, June 15th, and 5 shows of the comic strip in Alberta, Edmonton, June 19th through the 21st. And Denver Comedy Works, August 6th. Congratulations, best club in the world. In Plano, Texas, August 7th. All tickets are available at thejasonellis.com. For myself, I'm off tour. My tour is finished. No, actually, I have one more gig in Anchorage, Alaska, June 18th. Get tickets at arishaffir.com. And my storytelling show, this storytelling show is still happening. April 20th, 21st, 22nd in New York City. If you want to get tickets, guys, dress up. Don't dress up in a weird costume. Somebody said he was going to wear a Hitler outfit. I'll turn you away at the door, you fucking idiot. It's not about you. But wear something fun. Wear a suit if you want. It's up to you. So the Box in New York City, April 20th, 21st, 22nd. Get tickets at arishaffir.com. Do not get 2 tickets for the same night. You're only allowed in for 1 show per night, but that's it. A few more tickets are just put on sale. For every show, we looked at the seating chart. We were able to add 20 tickets per show. So get tickets right now for that and subscribe wherever you're listening or watching. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe and trying to get up to 200,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Whatever you're doing right now, hit that little subscribe button. May as well. Why not? This is a great episode. Let's get back to it. Jason, take us to Germany. Oh, that's the competition.
That's the town.
Okay.
In France, 1991.
Grand Bernard, there it is. Different place.
So
1991. I love an old fucking.
I'll
trip.
never forget. I drop in and I'm thinking I'm fucking shit hot now.
Switzerland.
Because
Yeah.
I got 5th in the world.
Yeah.
And I remember Tony Hawk's on the ramp. I don't know Tony that well. And I drop
Was
in.
he already Tony Hawk by then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And not to the world because there was no video game, but to us,
Yeah.
he was the guy.
Wow.
He was undefeated. You could not beat him. And I drop in, I did a backseat. It doesn't matter what that is, but I did an aerial near him, and he goes, Jason Ellis is going to win. And I thought he said that to fuck with me.
But
Like,
he's just being positive, Tony.
Yeah. And when I tell him this story, he still laughs. He's like, you idiot. Like, I was just like, good for you. Like, I'm stoked.
It's so great when a legit compliment is
And I was
taken
like,
as an
he's
insult.
mind fucking me. Like, because he's worried that I'm going to beat him. I'm like, he's not worried. You're an idiot.
Come for you, old man. Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, man, that's funny. 1991. He was not old. But I blew my knee out. And so somebody gave me crutches. So then I used crutches and took my hand off the sling to use the crutches. So then we're in this town drinking. And there was a bar and there's...
Was he boozing back then?
Fuck no.
Okay.
No, he was in a hotel. He
Okay.
did not know about any of the things that were about to pop off.
Okay.
So we're in this town. All I know is how it started is there's this dude, Craig Johnson, who was like a real big guy, and he's old school 80s pro. And that's back when people, it's kind of like the first wrestling guys, like how they did coke and drank and did the sport. Now there's like people that stretch and ice things.
Yeah, that's the Tom Shars of the world now.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh,
Yeah,
I get, you're
athletes.
smart, you're committed.
They're athletes.
Right.
These were like Guns N' Roses, but
Babe
skateboarding.
Ruth drinking it, bringing it in the third inning.
Full tilt. And Craig Johnson was the animal of them all. He had such crazy dreadlocks that he cut a hole out of his helmet and wore no padding in his helmet.
What's his name? Chris Johnson?
Craig Johnson. So he used the dreadlocks as padding for his helmet. And he would roll it up in the back so it would stick out the back of his head real long. And when he's playing...
Oh, that's cool.
He's playing pool in this bar. And there's these lamps that are around the wall. And he's standing there and the dreadlock caught on fire from the lamp. And he puts it out. Someone's like, Craig, your head's on fire. He puts it out. Then
Okay, that's the dreads. There it is.
yeah.
Wow, look at that
he was
hair.
he was a
God
monster,
damn.
dude. Like that's his graphic because it was just like a skull because he was like metal, like proper metal guy.
Yeah.
But it catches on fire again, right?
Yeah.
And he freaks out and grabs the lamp out of the wall and yanks it, and the cord comes out of the wall, and he starts pulling the cord all the way around the bar, like pulling the plaster out. Just raging. And then they're like, you gotta get the fuck out of here. He's like, fuck you. And then some beers smash. And then next thing you know, there's a fight and it breaks out and people are punching locals and locals are punching skaters. And we're out there. I'm standing because I can't punch anything. I'm just like, whoa, this is crazy. And I'm blacked out. A lot of us are all blacked out already. Next thing you know, we're out on the street and we won't leave. And the police are trying to get us to leave. And we're like, we're not gonna fucking leave. Fuck you. And then riot police show up. And I'm like...
Riot police?
Dude, I'm super drunk, so I don't really know. At one point, I was chasing a guy that we didn't like in skateboarding. His name is Ryan Monahan. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
But skateboarders were telling me that we had to kill you. So we were walking around saying, kill Ryan Monahan.
He's a skater too?
Yeah. He had a bad style, so we were going to kill him for that. And I had a good style.
This is a bad style?
Yeah, it's real bad. That is the worst sad plan ever. Nah, it's a good sad plan. I'm sorry.
So the drunk logic is so. I just want to know it all because you're like, wait, how'd you get to anger from this? Like, because she leaves sometimes.
Yeah, because at first when we were sober, we were like, yeah, Ryan Monahan sucks. But then when we got drunk, we were like, let's kill Ryan Monahan. And he didn't deserve to die. Like, he's a nice guy as far as I know. I never really met him.
Yeah.
So I'm on the hunt for Ryan Monahan, and then I come back out onto the street, and we're barricaded by riot police with the shields.
They're all
and
there to
everything.
take you guys.
Yeah.
This is a small, quaint,
It's
French
delightful.
town.
There's like castles and stuff.
right near Geneva.
We are fucking assholes. We're the worst people in the world, and it's all Americans, and everyone's just like, you're an American, basically. Because I'm with the pros, and
This is where you had a fucking riot?
Yeah.
This fucking quaint ass town?
Yep. We did, yeah. I don't think they ever had us back for some weird reason.
I mean, they don't even have black people. They're not used to it.
I didn't see one. Maybe we brought one, but that's about it. there might not have even been one with us. We were all pretty racist at the time too. Not racist, but you know what I mean. Like
Skateboarding.
black vert skaters, there was like 3.
Yeah.
So I remember at one point these riot police were like, these guys are full of shit, and I did the fucking like, here's me dick and here's my ass, like slapping. Everyone's like, yeah, Ellis, you know what I mean? And I remember crutching out like towards them, and people were like, woohoo, because you know you're getting in within if they
And they have all their sticks and shit.
Yeah, oh yeah, everything. So we just talking shit, thinking it's no big deal.
What a dumb fuck.
And then at one point, the mayor of the town, they get a police van and they put a speaker on the police van, and the mayor of the city gets up on the van and has a microphone and speaks English and says, if you don't all go back to your rooms right now, you will all be arrested and put in jail for a minimum of 3 days. And we were all leaving the next day.
Oh.
And this dude, I think I can say his name because it's been a long time.
Yeah, sure.
He ended up being a police officer, I believe. But it's a skateboarder named George Watanabe. And
Wait, I know that name.
George got on top of the van, pushed the mayor out of the way, grabbed the microphone and said, let's fucking trash this place. Let's fucking go wild. And we were like, yeah. And we all started rioting. You know what I mean? Like ripping the stores apart and going bananas. Then tear gas bombs.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, these dudes are ready for a riot. They've been training and have no chance to do it.
They must have been pumped because we were dumb and drunk and
foreign.
Yeah,
like nobody's father here is going to call me.
I see the thing go dink, da dink, 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 and I'm like, cool.
The tear gas?
Yeah. And I'm like, whoa, what's that like? And then I see people start put T-shirts over their face, and I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I put the T-shirt over my face, and I'm like, what are we doing now? You know. And then they start moving in with those shields together, side by side, you know, getting closer to us. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, when they get to me, they're going to beat me.
Yeah.
So I'm standing there.
I mean, at this point, I'm kind of on their side.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know, I'm friends with you, but I'm like, yeah, this dick had to be dealt with.
We're fucking assholes. There was not one part of it where we were cool. There was a breakdancing war that happened right before that where there was some French rappers, and then Sluggo is Canadian. He was the Canadian breakdance champion before he was a pro skateboarder, and these guys are doing their little backspins and shit, and then Sluggo gets in and starts doing helicopters and fucks these French people up.
Fuck your French
and we're like,
breakdancing.
yeah, that's what you get, Frenchie. And then one of the French guys stuck his leg in there while Sluggo was doing the helicopter, and we all just piled these guys. I went to run to beat him up, and they disappeared before I got there, and I was like, oh, he's taken care of.
That seems like that's against code for breakdancers.
Right?
That's like...
That's the one thing that the French did that day that was incorrect.
They were wrong.
Everything else, we were in the wrong.
You can't...
So, anyway, there's tear gas fucking going off everywhere.
You got served. Just get served. You can't...
It
can't stop a serving.
It was so bad.
What did the tear gas feel like?
Well, I was so wasted that I was waiting for it to kick in, but I had the thing over my face.
Yeah.
But as the clouds start to like smoke up everywhere, a car comes raging through the crowd like some piece of shit old car, and people are like, look out, look out. And a car comes riding by, and I'm like, fuck that, because I can't run. I can't walk,
you're on
really.
crutches.
So I just lean over and grab the back of the car and let go of my crutches and get dragged off down the street on my knees. And I don't know. I'm like,
what?
I thought it was a mastermind plan.
When you told me this, I assumed you meant I held on my board to the back of a car and got out of there.
No, I had no skateboard. No, I'm just dragged on my body.
This is what you gotta show me.
Yeah, I got Bryce Kanice. So this is the craziest thing. Bryce Kanice is a legendary pro skateboarder who's also became a photographer and is like one of the more famous photographers.
Is that a normal thing? Is that transition from?
Yeah, because what else are you gonna do?
You're there anyway, and you're like, I'm done for the day. Let me grab some of these.
Yeah, well, the other thing is like he takes the photos.
That's it. Let me see that again. Look how happy you look on stage. That's great, bro.
That's Buffalo last night.
Oh, Buffalo Helium. Okay.
But here.
So this is what? This was in Germany. No, this was. Where was the first one?
Where the fuck is it?
You had it.
That's me on a balcony pissing on people. If you look at this look at my fucking sweet hair.
Wow. How jealous are you of that guy?
Fuck you, asshole.
I'm in your boat.
The craziest thing about this is I'm on the back of this car in a riot, and then somebody tells me, like, I don't even know, maybe a year later, like, Bryce is like, I got a photo of that. And I'm like, because nobody believed me. People were like, there's no way you fucking did that. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair enough, you know? Like, I could maybe... So that... The guy next to me... The guy next to me is Lee Ralph, who is also a legendary skateboarder.
Wait, you're just being dragged out? Which one are you?
The guy with the flannel on.
Nice flannel, by the way. Needs to be said, yeah.
It was 91, man. I was,
you know what I mean?
It was before fucking grunge, so I was ahead of the game.
Oh.
Well, actually, no, it was actually right in the middle of grunge.
Right when they were about to hit, yeah.
I'm a dickhead.
You're just a poser.
I'm basically a skateboard Ellis in chains, you know what I mean? So
wait, who's driving?
I don't know. I have no idea. The car just came by, and I was like, this is my way out.
Just some revolutionary? Look at this car.
Dude,
what kind of car is that? Is that a Nissan?
I don't think so, dude. It's a fucking Jaskendugan is what it is.
It might be a Datsun. Anyway, yeah. Wow.
So I'm holding on. You can't see that I've got like my hand all wrapped up.
Yeah.
But I'm holding on, and we make it out, dude. Like, this gets past the riot police, and I get out of the... Like, people are going to get arrested, and I'm on crutches, and I make it out. Like, everyone else is running. They're fucked. I'm
They're getting
out.
arrested and shit?
Fuck it. I'm getting dragged, and the guy next to me is Lee Ralph, and he's like, Ellis. And I'm so wasted, I don't even know someone's with me. And I look over, and I'm like, oh, shit, Lee Ralph. And he's like, he goes, fuck yeah. And I go, fuck yeah. And I throw up the horns at him, and the hand that's holding on is the one that's got no fingers.
Yeah.
So as soon as I go like that, this hand snaps off, and I do the scorpion skid where your fucking feet go over.
And you just skid along this way like that.
But I made it past the riot police.
Hey, everybody. Today's episode of You Be Trippin is brought to you by Shopify. Guys, I use Shopify.com for my own website. Yeah, you can get the Ari Shaffir Stay Positive shirt. You can get the grinders. Some signed, some not. You can get signed vinyls of my special Jew. You can get unsigned vinyls for cheaper of my special Jew. You can get the Go for a Hike shirt with no mention of myself. You should get that. I got a compliment on mine the other day. Some guy was like, oh, nice, because you want to get out there. And you relate to other people when you have a shirt that says go for a hike. They go, I get it. I'm one of you. It's a way to start a conversation. If you're an introvert, maybe it's not the best shirt for you. But Shopify set me up. Set me up with a great way to connect straight to my customers. It also lets you set up the website really easy. Guys, if I can do it, then for sure you can do it. Shopify.com will set you up with everything you need to get your online business growing, whether you're making $20 a month or you're making $1 million. I'm not. Then Shopify is your answer. Upgrade your business, get the same checkout me, Ari Shaffir, uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/trippin, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/trippin to upgrade your selling today. That's shopify.com/trippin. Guys, I'm not kidding. It's the easiest way to set up your online store. Do it. Now let's get back to the episode.
Like, so when I got dropped off by my face on the road, I get up and I'm out.
Is this guy on the car?
Yeah. Yeah, because people...
Oh, they're driving. That other guy's driving. It's the other side of the road.
Yeah, people... Yeah, dude. People... When I did it, people were... I didn't realize it, but when I got dragged, people were like, this is our way out. And
dragging is the way. We need this guy during the Holocaust. We need this fucking Datsun during the Holocaust. We'd have a lot more fucking alive Jews.
Would have saved 3 people at least.
At least.
Yeah. But yeah, I got my ass out of there somehow.
Wow. And not arrested. Then what'd you do after that?
I don't remember.
You just like, all right.
I think I stumbled into a hotel room.
I mean, aren't you dragging your knees on the ground? It's just crazy.
Yeah, and well, dude, when you're a skateboarder, back then I could take a lot of pain.
Right.
I can still take a lot of pain, but back then, especially that drunk, I didn't feel anything. Like, I was in the contest.
This picture is so fucking cool. I thought it was
cigarettes?
$1. I look at the Jew one. I was like, is that money? No. I'm so disappointed.
I love that Lee Ralph's ass is hanging out.
Here's what else I noticed. Fucking, he's got the things for his back. He's got a
snowboard. Oh no, it was before snowboarding.
No, not that. Oh yeah, it's ski for sure. Those are ski. No, this for his back in the car. That's the passenger seat. It's
Oh, the massage thing?
The beads,
It is the beads. Who does that? I don't care what year it is. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Wow.
But like, we're dragging that car down. Like, look at the weight of it.
Oh my God.
I mean, we're both 200 pounds, so.
And you got out of there the next day?
Yeah. I didn't see any authorities or anything. Scot free.
I love
Completely got out of it.
Pre-internet days where they can't just be like, "Oh, we've recorded you. We're just gonna."
Yeah, nowhere near it, dude. When this photo appeared, when I saw this photo, I was like, "Who's that?" And then Bryce Kanites was like, "I got photos of you, dude," and I'm like, "How did you get the photo?" Like. Oh my God, dude! That's my balls. Oh my God. I've never seen this in my life. He sent it to me right now. I've never seen this.
He just took the pictures?
I guess, yeah. If he sent it to me, that's who took it, dude.
Look how angry it was. Those Airwalks.
Yeah, I was sponsored by Airwalk, man.
Nice. And look at these guys up here fucking loving it. Like, what the fuck is this dude?
I think that was when I was looking for Ryan Monahan.
Ryan,
Yeah.
come look at me balls.
Yeah, kill Monahan. And then, yeah, I was probably going to show him my dick. I didn't know I was gay.
Oh, it's like your own little Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
These are all skaters and skate fans down
Yeah.
here? Look at these punkers.
They're either all pro skaters or French fans of pro skaters. And that's it. And that's like, this is before the riot started. But
you know what's awesome about this picture? That I'm just, 1991, you're saying?
No, it's 91, yeah.
No one's taping you.
No.
They're just enjoying the moment.
Yeah, no phones. Not
They're
one
like,
phone.
look at that guy. This guy's drinking like,
Dude,
yo.
you made me imagine, like, blacked out, pulling my dick out. Like, how many people are like, dude, look at this video. Like, it probably would have helped. I would have been like, wow, I really need to clean my shit up. But
I was
nobody,
back for 30 years.
Nobody ever said anything about it for decades.
Wow.
But I can't believe, like, I asked Bryce Kanites for it yesterday.
And he had it. He was like, sure, I can get that.
He got it for me in 24 hours.
Wow.
So shout out to Bryce.
You're pissing on all these guys?
I think so.
Look at this guy's about to get in his fucking mouth.
Yeah, I didn't care. I did not care.
Man, skate and punk go so well together.
It was
Just
like,
that-
I remember at the Germany contest, Craig and this other dude, Steve Schneer, I think Steve's dead.
Yeah.
But they had a cooler at the contest and they were drinking beer before the contest.
They were drinking beer before?
And even then, even me, I remember going, those guys are real men, you know? They're not pussies.
You think they have their run on here? Is this it? No.
Yeah, my contest ride, not from France, because that was not a good showing.
From
but
Münster?
Münster, yeah, my ride's been. People have shown me some of it before. Yeah, I did really well. I was one of the only people that could do a tower grab. This is a level Tony was at. Tony could do all different kinds of 540s, and myself. Oh, this is Amsterdam.
Oh, that's not it.
No.
That's you, though.
Yeah.
How old are you there?
You know, that demo, I was fucking huge crowd, and I see a guy in the crowd smoking a bong, and I'm like, doing a bong rip in the crowd is awesome. And I was like, yeah, dude. And he goes, Ellis, mate. And I'm like, wait, you're Australian? He's like, fuck yeah, mate. The only person in the crowd in Amsterdam who's Australian is doing a bong rip
In the crowd?
In the crowd. And I was like, that's us, man. That's us.
Damn. Hey, why won't this load? It's fucking annoying internet. Damn. What'd you do while you were there in France? Anything or just skate and fucking drink?
I didn't, for the first maybe 10 years of me traveling to different countries,
Yeah.
I would just go to the ramp and just get wasted. The first 3 times I went to France, someone was like, we're going to see the Eiffel Tower. And I was like, pussies. And then I went to McDonald's instead. And then on the 4th time, I was like, I'll go see it.
I mean, the Eiffel Tower, too, is like, whatever. But you should really go, though.
I just didn't care.
Yeah.
Like, I just wanted to skate, man. Or get wasted. That's it. Or bang chicks. In Amsterdam, it was go to the red light district and get hookers.
I mean, obviously.
Or go to the smoke shop to get all the weed. Because that was before you could do it like you can do it here.
Dude, I've had 2 people, maybe 3 actually, go on and talk about Amsterdam. It's all the same shit. It's all like, I got weed. And it's like, that's boring now. We can get it.
We're embarrassing. Americans are. Didn't they stop it because we vomited so much?
I probably. Here's interesting though. Australians. I have this I'm trying to write this essay about best and worst travelers by country.
Yeah.
Australians are on both lists.
I agree. Yeah.
They will get the party started.
Yep.
No matter what. At a hostel, it's like everyone's kind of like on Australians like buckets.
Yep.
Buckets is like the anti-kryptonite for them. It's a superpower. and it's like they can find blow when there is none.
Yeah.
They're like the Jews. They can make it snow.
You know. You know why? Because we're not scared to ask or go somewhere scary to get it.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
I've had a knife held to my neck a couple of times because I'm like, I'll go down there and get it. You know, and they're like, they only got crack, they ain't got coke, and I'm like, that'll do. That's how I first smoked crack, because it was like they didn't have any coke.
Yeah, but you guys are always the ones barfing in gardens and front yards and just really getting blowjobs and some like right near a temple.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have known it was a temple, or I didn't do it.
Yeah. Right, it's not on purpose. It's just like a lack of
care. She wanted to suck it at
It's
wherever
like,
she wanted to suck it is a deal.
Damn. Where are you from in Australia?
Melbourne.
Okay.
I haven't been back for like 12 years.
No, really?
Man.
I just did the Great Ocean Road from Melbourne to
you were
Adelaide.
there. What's it like doing stand-up in Australia?
It's the best. Have you not?
No, how would have I?
Right.
I've been doing stand-up for 5 years. I haven't been to Australia for 12.
They're the best crowds.
Really?
They're not dumb.
Do they
they're
like
a little
American
dumber.
humor?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because they get all our movies, all our music and everything.
Yeah.
So you know how it is. They don't live in the shadow of us, but they love our stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Fuck, I gotta get a gig there, man.
Oh, for sure. Melbourne's a great town. Comics Lounge is one of the best clubs in the
That
world.
would be, to me, the greatest thing that could happen to me in comedy, except for like as of like yesterday, where I was on fucking stage with Dave Attell at the fucking Cellar, and I was like, this is not a real fucking day.
Yeah.
Would be doing comedy in my hometown.
You gotta talk to Dan at the Comics Lounge. I'll hook you up with them. I'll email him with you. Yeah, I mean, they'd love you.
Yeah, I would, dude.
At least for a night, you know?
Yeah, I would.
It's great. Yeah, they're all down. They're smart enough, especially Melbourne or Sydney. They're smart enough
Like
to get every
city
joke,
people.
but they also don't give a fuck. People say it's woke now, but it ain't.
Nope.
It's just woke for degenerate pieces of
That's
shit.
impossible.
Yeah.
No, they try to kill the bogan. You know what a bogan is?
Yeah, Brizzy's a little dumber.
Yeah.
You know?
They're more bogans.
Yeah, for sure. Briz
Yeah,
Bogan.
something about being closer to the bush.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they haven't shaken it yet.
Nah, because the laws have changed. Because I get told now in Melbourne, there's the radars. So if you speed anywhere on the road, you get a fucking ticket in the mail for speeding. And if you're a bogan, if you don't speed,
Fuck
you're
off.
not a bogan.
Yeah, right.
Like if you're driving
Drunk.
home, you're speeding. There's no speed. You do burnouts.
What are you gonna do? Hit a kangaroo? Yes.
Yeah,
And then you're just
that's what
move on.
rhubars are for.
What is that?
A bull bar for kangaroos, rhubar.
What is? Oh, really?
Yeah, the big metal thing on the front of your
Yeah.
car for smashing into beasts.
Yeah, dude, you got to go back. It's great. Perth
I
is
would
also
love to.
rules, but like,
This is Mike Frazier. This is not me.
oh shit.
He's real good.
Oh, Mike Fraser. Oh, I went on to the next thing. You got to send me that video of you in Münster first,
Münster.
and then this run. Do you have this run in Paris?
No, this is Amsterdam.
No, I mean, do you have this run from Paris that you did there?
No, I've never.
How'd you do in the competition there?
Terrible. Yeah, because I did really well, and then got obliterated, and then showed up with one hand.
Yeah.
So I could only do tricks using my front hand, and I'd won. Like I didn't have.
So I was just like, ah, fuck.
I was like, I'm here to prove myself. I paid for my own airfare to go to Germany to prove that I am one of you.
And it was gonna be Germany, then France.
Yeah, and then I proved it, and then by the time I was in France, I was like, I think I'd already half retired from making it. So, dude, I beat everybody. The only people that beat me are like Tony Hawk, Steve Caballero.
Damn.
I'm like, the legends beat me,
legends.
and then I was the first of the new blood,
Normal guys.
in the placing of it. Like everybody that beat me was an old legend.
Was like started skating.
I looked up to all the people that beat me. So like I was Chris Miller, like people that beat me where I was like, yeah, I don't even want to beat them. They're too legendary. But everybody under me was the new blood.
I get it. Once you got that thing done, remember, you know Eddie Bravo?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So when he beat a Gracie in competition,
Yeah, but
and people are like, wow, he's great. How much did he win for that tournament? They go, he didn't win the tournament. He lost his next fight.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that.
Same thing. I assume. I don't know. I have to talk to Eddie about it, but it's like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I already made my name here.
He did.
This tournament doesn't matter.
But that is like his 10th planet, because I used to go there.
Yeah,
his
yeah, me
system
too. White belt.
became like words to live by. Like
Right.
if you're a 10th planet black belt, you're a fucking black belt.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, now it's an argument like Gracie black belt, 10th planet. I'm like, dude, 10th planet black belt's Nalia.
Because they change with the times.
That's what and I think like there's Gracie guys. There's guys that are Gracie black belts that have like put in the real work.
Yeah.
But then there's guys that like, because I've rolled with guys that are brown belts, Gracie brown belts, where I beat the fuck out of them because it's a doctor who's been going there for 15 years,
like, all right, pass
and
him
his
up.
coach gives him a belt for coming.
Yeah.
You know, like, but
What'd you get to with Eddie?
I didn't roll. I've rolled with Eddie back in the day. I rolled with Joe Rogan back in the day with Mayhem at the Hollywood gym back when I first started.
Bomb Squad?
Huh?
Bomb Squad?
Nah. I only a couple. I was hanging out with Mayhem Miller and some of those guys, so I was in it a little bit at the start. But then when I started having pro fights, I went back to 10th Planet and I was
Yeah, how far did you get with 10th Planet?
Blue belt.
Okay, nice.
But I never.
That means something.
I
though.
never rolled for belts. Like I rolled to fight MMA, and I'm a boxer, so my thing was submission defense. Like if you go for a submission, you're asking for trouble. I defend submissions, and then I get up, and then I knock you out. That's the plan.
I remember when Keith Jardine fought Chuck Liddell.
Yeah.
And I talked to him, and I talked to his coach too, and they were like, "We're not even training on the ground because we're not getting Chuck Liddell down.
Right,
We're just
no.
not. And if
No,
it
'cause
does
he's-
go to the ground, you're already going to beat him. You don't need to
His
train.
wrestling was he had a sprawl,
and
you
they
couldn't
just
stop.
worked leg kicks for like 4 months.
That
and he
was
won.
Keith is a good friend of mine.
Yeah?
Yeah, he is like
Yeah, he rules.
my last pro fight, he was in my corner.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anybody that's a that much of a difference between what you think they are based on looking at them versus who they are.
Well, when you
nice, sweetheart guy. You see him, you're like, let's just cross the street. It's not worth it.
I sparred Keith Jardine. It's on YouTube. He knocked me out,
Really?
but like in a friendly way, you know.
He knocked you out in a friendly way.
Yeah, like I came at him a little bit, like 'cause, you know, and he was like, "Oh, really?" And then he like put me on my ass.
He's actually drops Jason Ellis.
Yeah, because look at him. He's just fucking with me a little bit, and then I got him in the corner. and I got a little too cocky. See, I started punching him.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey, stop."
He's like, "Okay."
He's going right. You're smiling instantly.
Yeah, I was so pumped because that's the thing. Like I've turned into
That is cool.
I was like, dude, Keith Jardine dropped me. Like it's not about winning; it's about being in the game. You know, it's like, dude, the night before, David Tell's like, "Will you come up here, Jason?" I'm like, and then David Tell would be like, "Worst guy ever, piece of shit. What's up, fucking homo?" And I'd be like, David Tell.
He said was so cool.
Said I was a homo.
Yeah.
Like, you believe
Did I have
it?
that with Dice once when I was a door guy at the Comedy Store?
He hates me.
Really?
Yeah.
He puts on an act though sometimes.
I got in trouble, dude. I didn't mean it. Fucking, it was on the Serious show, and they were like, "Do you want to have him on?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." And then they go, "His kids want to play their music," and I was like, "What?" I'm like, "I don't want to have the kids on. Like, I just want to talk to
He's
him."
the most protective father in the world.
Yeah, well, I didn't
No
know
one told
that,
you,
dude.
no one prepped you.
So he comes on and he goes, "I want to bring my kids on." I was like, "Okay." He's like, "I want to play his new song," and I was like, "Okay." And then they played it, and it wasn't very good.
LA Guns.
And I go, "Oh, dude."
Shout out LA Guns. Yeah.
"You guys signed?" And they go, "No." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're not ready yet." Whoa. And he immediately switched and was like, "You piece of shit." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "You gonna fucking talk about?" And I was like, "Dude, they're not good." And he fucking goes,
Both in a corner. Neither are you going to back down from that.
yeah, because he's like talking like he's gonna fight me, and like I'm from a place where if you talk like that, like I don't back down. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh yeah." And I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker." And then it was like this thing where Stern played it, and it's like I didn't
Early drama.
want, and he was mad, dude, and I felt like a dick, you know, because I was like,
He has that, to make you feel like a dick too.
yeah.
When it was me, it was I don't know what it was. I had to like light him. His time was over, so I was in the booth or whatever. And he's like, "You fucking!" He just started screaming at me, and he's like, "You're never gonna make it in this town, motherfucker. You never was."
He said
You'll
that.
never be. And I'm like, part of me's like, this hurts. The other part of me's like, this is Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah,
And he's yelling at me.
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
He was such a legend.
He was like, Opie and Anthony are the real thing. You're a piece of shit.
Before
I
you
was
did stand-up,
what,
too.
What did that come? Why did Opie and
Yeah, what?
how did-
What?
I'm like, wait, did you think that before you came in here? But it was not. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't the kid's fault. It wasn't my fault. It was the serious boss that like him and Dice had already agreed to have these kids in without telling me. So dude, when I had that show, like it's my show, dude.
Sure. That
And
was
you,
really your show.
you pushed these guys on me, and I'm like, dude, you're not going to get fake. I've never been fake on my show.
No, that show was actually, that show was wild.
I was being honest.
I
like,
forgot
dude,
about it. That show was wild. You'd go in there, and I went probably 3 to 5 times, whatever it was, but it was like, oh, we're going to have some fun. There's going to be something like crazy.
Yeah.
The topics of conversations were fucking nuts and no holds barred. But then it was like, hey, this guy's about to get punched in the face by a midget. And you're like, all right, that's great. It's just like always something fun. Did you have a Quato thing where someone had to like strap someone on and then like
Yeah. The Quato fight. Yeah. Yeah, we'd have girls
for audio only, by the way.
There's a Baby Beyond fight.
Yeah.
Where we'd have girls strapped to guys' chests and they would beat each other up.
Well,
You had to be there.
yeah, you had to be there. So, all right, I guess we covered fucking France then.
Yeah. There you go.
Wow.
Whoops.
Yeah, great one. So here's something I ask everybody.
Yeah.
What's calling you? Like, what place is calling you right now?
Oh,
I
was rich and now I'm not.
Yeah.
And before I was not rich, I wanted to go to the Maldives, but then I heard that place doesn't like gay people. So then I was like, I want to go to Bora Bora because
That's less gay. Angry.
They don't mind gay people. Not that I'm gay, but if I was, I would like to go somewhere where they didn't hate me.
Maldives is it's down there.
You say Maldives? Am I saying it wrong?
No, you're saying the Australian way.
You've traveled more.
I think Maldives, but when I went to Myanmar, all the Brits were like Myanmar.
So maybe I am saying it right with an accent?
Yeah, I mean,
Let's go with that.
yeah, let's go with that.
But I don't want to go there anymore. I want to go to Bora Bora.
Okay, let's see that. What do you want? Why there?
Because
I mean, it's synonymous with
I
exotic.
want to live on an island, dude. I went to
French Polynesia.
You know what the greatest place is? I went to Tavarua. You ever heard of that?
Wait, Tavarua?
Tavarua.
No, where's that?
It's this little island in Indonesia where the Nixon team, like a watch company, I've still got the watches, nixonnow.com if anybody
Tavarua,
wants to check them
Fiji?
out. Yeah, so it's shaped like a love heart.
Oh yeah.
And it's like the size of a football oval, and there's got crazy surf on the side of it.
Where's it? Oh damn! It's a tiny island off
Yeah.
Fiji.
Yeah, you get a boat to it. I go there, dude. I won't say the surfer's name.
Talk about nowhere.
Yeah, I won't say the surfer's name because he died.
Yeah.
A pro surfer got really blacked out there and threatened to kill people on the island.
Yeah.
And this is when I was a pro fighter. I was married to my kid's
He
mother.
died. What does he care? Yeah.
And they come and tell me, hey, this is my wife at the time hated, she would not let me be in a violent situation. But they all come to me, and I'm sober at the time, and they go, hey, so-and-so is trying to kill people on the island. We need you to beat him up. And I'm like, beat him up? And they're like, there's no other, you've got to subdue him. And I'm like, I'm not fucking Hoist Gracie, dude. I've got some fights under my belt, but I'm not like, who do you need me to kill? I'm not a trained assassin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And I can see my friend who's the team manager, he wants to kill him the most, and he's a friend of mine. So I go, okay, where is he? And my wife at the time, this is the thing that triggered it. She goes, hey, I know I would never say this, but I'm giving you permission. You have to get this guy. And I was like, okay, this is crazy. She's telling me to get this guy. So I go to get him.
Yeah.
He comes walking down the beach with a beer in his hand, holding it in a way where
He's gonna use it.
yeah. And he's like, the fuck you gonna do, motherfucker? And I was like, hey, man, you're scaring everybody on the island. You got to calm down.
Hey man, you put on your whitest voice.
I'm trying to be
You put on your
cool.
whitest
I'm trying to be
voice.
cool.
Yeah. Hey man, nobody wants this.
Hey, dude, relax, man.
It's all chill, dude.
So he swings it at me, and I go under it, and then I grab him from behind, and I choke him out.
You already training?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd had one pro fight.
Oh.
So I put him in the sand, and I choke him out, and as soon as he wakes up, he tries to bite my hands.
No.
So I choke him
honor.
out again, but not out. I choke him so he knows he's choking because he's too drunk or whatever he's on
To realize he's lost.
He's just like, as soon as he wakes up, he's trying to eat my fingers. So I choke him again, and I dug a little hole in front of him so he wouldn't eat sand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, stop, dude, like stop. And I finally get him to like freak out enough to stop. And then I have to hold his head while the doctor gives him Xanax or
To chill him out.
some kind of tranquilizer. And the guy finally eats it, starts to calm down. And then I walk him back to his cabin and put him to bed. And then when he wakes up in the morning, he's like, I'm going to kill that red dragon guy. So now we have to get put on.
It's like, bro, you had your chance and didn't.
But he didn't. Dude, the
Right,
worst thing
it's
about it
drunk
was like
logic.
everyone was like, "Dude, we're gonna have to put you on a separate boat." And I'm like, "You told me to do this." Like,
Yeah,
I
put
wasn't-
him on the separate boat.
Yeah, but because he was like a big shot, they had to put me on a separate boat. But I slightly regretted that too.
What?
I just don't. I don't. Here's the difference, dude. There's fighters that like hurting people. I'm not that guy. Like I like violence, but only friendly violence.
Yeah.
Like if we're like Keith Jardine punched me in the face, and he kind of knocked me out. It was awesome. If Keith Jardine was sincerely mad at me and did that, that would have been traumatic.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm not a violent guy. Like if somebody's harassing, like I'll jump in. If some big guy's trying to beat up a little guy, I'll jump in.
Right.
Because I don't want to see people be bullied. But if it's like, hey, Ellis, you're a fucking bitch, I'm like, yeah, maybe. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not, dude, we're not doing it. I'm not
Yeah.
fucking, let's duke it out on the street. I'm not a tough guy. I'm a athlete.
Yeah, it's a weird thing when people try to prove. It's like this. I like hot sauce. I like hot, spicy things.
Yeah.
And people are like, drink this bottle of Tabasco then. And I'm like, dude, I'm not. It's not a contest.
Right, yeah, I'm not-
trying to like spice up my food.
Yeah, this ain't jackass, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I just want
yeah,
spicy.
exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
proving anything to you. I just like to fight for
It's
for a
the
profession.
same thing with me, man. Like that's why I was never very, when I fought, it was
Yeah.
I always got beat up at the start because I was like, good luck, man. You know what I mean? I'd be like, good luck to my opponent.
smacks you like, oh.
And he'd be like really trying to kill me. And I'd be like, oh shit, we're having a real fight. It's like, duh.
Yeah, dude, you got to go to Bora Bora.
Right?
It's got to be expensive.
Soon
You're
as
saying
my-
you're trying to do something cheap?
As soon as my comedy career blows up, Ari, that's my first thing. I'm gonna go to Bora Bora, and then when I go to Bora Bora, I'm gonna post photos, and then everyone's gonna hate me and stop coming to my shows because they think that I'm a stuck-up rich celebrity.
Look at this.
I've noticed that happens to you guys.
Oh yeah. Well, you go.
What
No,
is
no, dude. No, no, no.
Oh.
No. If you're trying to be a comic, there's no more you guys. It's us. They can't be doing that you guys shit. You could have 5 years ago.
Feels so good.
Dude, there's a lot of stuck up comics, huh?
But I just see it as, because it happened to me in radio where it's like he's an underdog.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it. I'm going to be the next Howard Stern. And then I started getting paid millions of dollars for doing it.
Yeah.
And then I'd seeing the thing,
an underdog.
fucking stuck up, fucking, it's like, oh, why don't you go hang out with Slash again, you fucking, and I'm like, wait,
I don't know, it's
you're
cool.
telling me if Slash got your number and he hit you up, you wouldn't fucking say, hey, what's up, Slash?
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, man. Slash knows me. Suck my dick.
Yeah, it's that hard one where it's like, do you hang out with celebrities or because it is cool.
Right.
If fucking Joe Montana wants to like hang, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be like, no, this is your friends over here. I'm like, I saw him yesterday, I'll see him tomorrow. I want to hang
Right.
out with Joe Montana. What a weird reference.
Yeah, so I just noticed that lately with us is when somebody
go.
makes it and I'm out on, because they got some of us are making a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then I see that, fucking blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
Hey, what are you
you follow him because you love him because he's fucking funny. And now that he makes money, he's not you anymore. Like,
Yeah. What happens to me is people start going like, "Oh, you're all you millionaires do this." I'm like, "Oh, no. I'll show you my bank account." I would like to be what you're saying, but just because my friends are that doesn't mean I'm that. They give me free meals, but that's a different thing.
Yeah, so you're still cool, right?
I'm still cool.
Right.
Dude, I was doing these yoga, like fake yoga, but real, but I'm doing badly online, just teaching them online. Like, I'm like, I can't get to a straight T here, but you get what I'm going for.
Yeah,
Try
yeah.
it. But I wanted to do one. My friend was on a private jet. And I was like, oh, let's do one on a private jet. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, I can't have my fans know I take these.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the right attitude.
It is.
Instead of
You
bragging about it,
can't.
making people feel bad.
Dude, I moved into a new house because I have to downsize. I can't afford to live where I live.
Yeah.
And I found a place, I've been looking for 6 months, that has a really nice pool, and it's way cheaper because it's way further away from the city.
Okay.
I don't want to post it.
No, you can't.
Because I
can't.
feel like
It's for
people
your
are like, I
friends.
thought
You
you
show
said you
your
were
friends.
downsizing.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, you're still rich. And I'm like, I'm not.
My buddies talk about it. They're like, no, it's cool. You're on a private jet. I'm like, that's right. It's cool for you. Don't show that to someone who's making $38,000 a year.
Yeah.
They don't want to see that.
It's just weird that most of us can't, because I've worn a lot of shoes.
You broke into a house with a nice pool. Post away. You know?
then you'd be
Then it's
bad.
cool.
Then you'd be a badass. Everyone will come to your show. It's a weird thing that people can't understand what it's like to wear someone else's shoes.
Yeah.
Because I've been broke, I've been rich, I've been broke and rich like a fucking roller coaster. So I really know. I've been gay, I've been straight, I've been tough, I've been a pussy. So I've been all these things. So I understand when someone makes it. I don't feel this like ill will towards them for having a car that I've always wanted. You know, like if you get a Lamborghini, I go, oh, is it cool? What's it like?
Yeah.
You know, I don't go fucking bitch. Like
it is weird. It's a natural thing to start to hate someone for just getting something you would have also taken.
that's the like if Slash starts DMing anybody that is watching this, are you gonna tell him to fuck off because he's a fucking huge rock star?
Yeah, try it. Hey, Slash, you want to make this podcast? Try me. I won't accept you.
yeah. Like it's just bullshit, man. Like anybody that gets the offer, like what?
Yeah.
Like you're a carpenter, you don't make that much money. What if someone paid you $1 million to be a carpenter? Would you accept it, or would you say no because millions of dollars is for pussies?
Yeah, no, you take it.
Yeah, and then guess what? You'd probably go to Bora Bora for a vacation.
Dude, you can't afford Bora Bora.
I know.
Not this Ellis.
I know. Yeah, that might be just a thing that I look at on Instagram.
I mean, maybe if it's a stopover on the way to somewhere else.
How's that work?
I don't know.
Where would you fucking stop over at Bora Bora on your way to where? Fucking Detroit.
Oh, Bora Bora, yeah.
You know, because that's where I'm going.
You don't have to go to you have to go to Australia.
Right, which is still
Yeah, fuck it.
going to Australia is a possibility down the road.
Dude,
Get
yeah,
the
you
gig
should.
to go to Australia.
What a
That could
homecoming it would be too. What a cool homecoming it would be.
happen. It would be such a look.
You
at
can
me.
find out what your draw is and then do rooms based on that. If you want to just do Melbourne, just say you did it, that'd be cool. The Comic Lounge is what I would suggest. But then like you could do like any level of Cedars in Brisbane and in Sydney and whatever.
It would be insane.
Yeah.
It would be so insane.
I mean, that's triggering though. Everybody there is drinking. I mean,
But
bro
it's not
dudes
to
are all
me.
drinking wine. Okay, then you're great.
That's
then great.
dude. I'm at the
Then
comedy
great.
store all the time.
Good point.
Everybody smokes weed constantly around me.
Yeah.
I do the riffraff every fucking third Saturday. There isn't one person who isn't a part of the riffraff who isn't vaping weed or smoking weed or offering shrooms the whole time. I'm happy for everybody. I just don't care, dude. And it's not like I didn't get a good run, you know?
Yeah.
Like I know what the outcome is. The same with fucking whores. Like everyone, if a
Yeah,
bunch
you
of,
know what it's gonna be.
yeah. Like it's if someone is in my DMs going, "Hey baby," I'm like, "I've fucked you." Not you exactly, but I've fucked somebody just like you.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to wake up next to you and I'm over it.
Dude, Nick, you know Nick Youssef?
I don't know him, but I know who he is.
Okay, so he got what's the word for sober for sex?
Celibate?
Yeah. Stop smoking weed, everybody. This guy doesn't. This guy
I was
does.
like, what complex word are you looking for?
It's like I'm trying to learn English as I go. It's the same way I would do it in Spanish. Like,
What happened to you?
but
anyway.
but he goes, yeah, I just know how this is gonna. And he fucked a lot.
Yeah.
But he was like, I just know how this is gonna go. It's one of three ways. Either you're gonna come back, we're gonna fuck, you're gonna leave. Come back, fuck, stay too long, it's be annoying. Come back, try to get you to fuck until 7 a.m. and then do or don't, and then I'll be tired the next day. He goes, I'd rather just wake up and go for a hike.
Dude, that's what I
The
did.
game is over.
I ended it. Because when I quit all the stuff, the last thing to quit was fucking.
Yeah.
But it took a long time for me to realize that was another thing that I used to run. Because when I got completely sober, I was like, I'm divorced. I live in a house by myself. I can still fuck everybody. And I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing a certain kind of person. And then I was like, you know what? Even the people that you know that are like, yeah, man, we're fuck buddies. No big deal. I have to stop that too. And when I stopped that, here's what I thought. This is going to be weird to you, but like I feel like God told me, sorry.
Yeah.
Not Jesus, but a God, a higher power told me, if you stop fucking everybody, the person that you want is going to show up quicker.
Sounds like Jesus.
You think he would say that?
Yeah, it's in those words because he's speaking to you.
You know what? It'd be smart for Jesus to not show who he was, because if I heard it from Jesus, I'd be like, nah, I'm just going to keep fucking.
but some dude who
I don't
looks like
trust
that
you.
guy you showed me before with the long hair.
I
If he
picture
had
it
a
as
board.
like a lady that has like snake hair.
Alanis Morissette.
Pretty much.
in
You know, she
Dogma.
tried. No, is it no. Who's the lesbian
You were
lady?
gonna say Alanis Morissette tried to fuck you?
No, I've met her though.
That's cool.
So
I'm not
people
impressed.
are gonna hate me for that, but no, Melissa. No, yeah,
Oh,
Melissa.
the one who's a Dodger fan.
Who's the lesbian folk sing? No, country singer.
Melissa Etheridge.
Yeah, she came on my show.
One for the weed.
Wait, what?
I could remember and you couldn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nice. But she was like wanted to be my friend. She came on my show and wanted to be my friend and gave me her number.
What?
And I think she thought I was gay, and then she realized I wasn't.
And then she was out.
At one point, she invited me to dinner, and I was like, "Why? You know, like what is happening?" And then I think she got wind of like what I really am and was like, "No deal."
Oh, Melissa Etheridge, if you're listening, I'm a real. I fucking
It's
munch
true.
box and I got my clit and I
got a
rub it
hell
and
of
I
a
munch
vagina.
some fucking box and I love to have you on.
It's a big, nasty, hairy one.
All right, here's the last question.
Yeah.
That I ask everybody too. Forget that. That's great. Bora Bora. I believe in your dream and I want to tell me when you're gonna go. It might be in 15 years, but I believe in that dream for you.
Thanks.
Travel tip. In general, travel tip or anything. So a lot of people go like pack light. If you're taking mushrooms, grind them up, put in granola. All sorts of travel tips. Anything you like would
Travel
advise.
tip would be if you're in a city or don't look around like all like awestruck and shit, like because people will prey on you. Look like a local. Like every time I'm in New York, if I was ever in Times Square, nobody asked me for shit because I live here, but I don't.
But you don't. You just walk
Because
head
I
down
don't
and
go, ooh.
It's looking up. That's
Yeah.
the sign here. You look up. That means that's a tourist.
Yeah.
Follow him, rob him.
Yeah.
Especially down there.
Yeah, I just go, nah. And I keep it short because my accent's going to give it away too. So I'm just like, nah. And then I walk off. I don't like eye contact. I stay tough. I stay angry because that's like a New York thing too.
Yes, angry all the time.
No, you know.
Yeah, New Yorkers are nice late April for about a week.
You guys smoke cigarettes a lot. That's a crazy thing that you guys still do.
Yeah, I just got back into it.
Why?
I'm a dumb fuck.
Oh,
Because I was in Australia. I was buying pouches.
Australians smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, well, anyway, not all, but especially in the rurals in between Adelaide and Melbourne for
Yeah.
sure. But it was like, I travel. It seems cool to like roll cigarettes and smoke.
Oh, you
Paris
roll
and-
them?
Yeah,
See, that's almost cool.
it is cool.
I don't know about that.
All cigarettes are cool.
That's
you shouldn't
not true.
do it.
That's
100%
definitely not
cool.
true.
Kids,
It's
make
not
sure to
cool.
do cigarettes.
It's
it
not
will
cool.
make you more popular.
It does not. You stink. You won't get laid as much.
You'll get laid far more because you're around chicks who smoke, and chicks who smoke are sluts. You know that as a fact.
Okay, that might. Yeah. You might have won that one. I thought for sure I had you in the
You
corner.
get a
But
tatted up smoker.
Yeah.
It's on.
yeah. Or she could be a tatted up non-smoker and she's just as hoary.
Just a sword. Yeah.
Tatted up is
if
a
they have
fucking-
sleeves like you, that's not a virgin.
and it's super fun in bed too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The more tattoos, the more sex they are.
Dude, I just saw an Instagram video of a guy trying to teach his that look chick with the tattoos
Yeah.
and the black shirt, whatever, how to say no properly.
It's not real.
And he goes, no.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. It's not real. That's not real. This is a fucking ploy. It's like a fucking viral bullshit thing.
She's
that
upping it.
Fuck yeah, she is. Dude, I had my fight buddies.
You've
coach.
seen this one.
Of course I've seen it.
No.
It's you know what? When I saw that, I got the same reaction as the fucking kangaroo breakdance bitch. I was
Yeah.
like, no, that's not us.
Say it. Say the word.
No.
Damn, he nailed it. Nah,
It's
yeah.
no. It's not noi. Nobody says that.
Nobody? Not even like
Nobody
Darwin or
ever
some shit?
said that.
No.
Dude, somebody called me like a week ago and goes, hey, man, it's Eddie's coach. And I go, oh, hey, man, like, I'm glad Eddie gave you my phone number. And it's like, I'm here with my wife. We have a question. And I'm like, okay. When you don't want to do something, what do you say? I'm like, no. And they're like, come on, man. Really, what do you say? And I'm like, no. And they're like, you don't go, noi? And I'm like,
No.
okay. I gotta help you, dude. No, we don't do that. We say no. There's no noi. And he goes, you don't say nah? And I'm gonna go, okay, that's different. Do we say nah? Yeah. And he goes, no way, you guys say nah? And
No,
I'm like,
but you said yeah, nah.
and I go, here's how I
Nah is
explain it.
different.
I'm
Nah in America is
have
like
you ever,
nah.
Have you ever said yeah?
Yeah.
Have you ever said yes?
Yeah.
So you're saying you have two?
But you guys go, yeah. Yeah.
We go, yeah.
No, you lilt at the end. Yeah.
Do not go, yeah. I go, yeah. I'm fucking Australian. I'm saying yeah right now. Does it go, yeah?
You've been gone too long. You've lost your roots.
No.
They say that when I call.
They, really?
Yeah. If you fucking heard yourself, this is the other thing. If you're a
Oh,
real
wow.
bogan, you talk out the side of your fucking mouth and you don't do, fuck, you mean fucking Thursday, mate.
Thursday.
Not Thursday. Thursday?
Yeah.
So
That's
some
how blacks
guys.
are. North Carolina.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, deep blacks are like, they'll say the TH is an F.
See, I just said yeah. Here's one. Tuna. They say tuna.
Tuna.
And Tuesday.
Wow.
See, on Tuesday, mate. I'm like, how do you spell Tuesday?
Dude, I walked
Is it a T? Then why the fuck are you putting a CH on it?
So they do stuff like that, yeah?
Yeah. I don't like this anymore, dude.
I went to a bar in Willaluka that was like in the middle of the nowhere, whatever, and I
been
get in
deeper
there.
in Australia than I have.
Dude, it was great.
Willaluka?
Yeah, yeah. So I was
Anywhere
like-
that's Aboriginal is deep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Named after anybody wiped out is a great name. The Willaluka Tavern, and the guy there was like, I said, "Hey, do you have a room?" And they're like, immediately like, "Oh, that's not an accent from around here."
Yeah,
and
no.
I was like, "Yeah, he's at one in the back. Come get a drink. Let's talk." We don't get travelers like that. So it's all these fucking real bogans and they're
Yeah.
all sitting there drinking and like looking over, like missing teeth and stuff.
Yeah.
He goes, "I got a question for you." I can't do it. He goes, "How do you rate Joe Biden?" And I'm like, because I don't vote, I don't care. I'm like, I don't rate him at all. He's like, "All right, free beer for this guy." I
How
was like,
crazy is that the internet has got like people in the bush that know Joe Biden?
Yeah.
It's so sad. Like you're so much better off existing on the
knowing you
planet to
exist.
not know, dude.
Who cares? How's it helping you there in
Which
Willaluka?
one wins? Does it make any difference to the fucking beer in your toothless face?
Yeah.
Like nothing's gonna change for you, dude. Nothing. Just go shoot a kangaroo.
You should have seen it, dude. Some girl came in and she was like the hottest girl in the town and she was
she
like a
wasn't hot?
4.
Yeah.
Just,
Smoke show.
yeah. And it was like, she was just under 30.
Dude, I grew up in in Melbourne, the footy games when football,
Yeah,
there was
sure.
a pub.
That's it. Dons.
Oh my God. That's scary. Don't do that again while I'm here.
Go black and red. Oh, let me show you something.
That's like me going, San Diego Superchargers. What do you got, a fucking football? If you pull out Vegemite, I'm leaving. What? Oh, I've got to talk? What is this, live? You can't edit it, you lazy fuck? No, I don't want to talk. It's going to be a football. It's going to be a Tim Tam. It's going to be a Violet Crumble. Could be a Crunchy Bar. I would eat that.
I had it.
Is it candy?
No, I went to State of Origin.
The fuck is? Oh, rugby.
Yeah.
I'm from Melbourne. I'm Aussie rules.
So you don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I don't give a fuck. But I did like Mel Meninga when I was super drunk back in the day. I used to do an impression of this dude named Mel Meninga
Yeah.
from the All Blacks, the New Zealand rugby team.
Yeah.
And they used to duct tape their ears to their heads so they didn't get ripped off. But Mel Meninga was a star. And when I was super drunk, we'd be standing next to me out of nowhere and I'd go, "Quick impression, Mel Meninga." And then I'd run off and shoulder block like a post or a fence or a wall or like like one time a mailbox. I was on the street and I go, "Quick impression, Mel Meninga." And I run over to this mailbox and shoulder block it. But the wooden part of the mailbox was concreted into the ground. So the mailbox exploded, but the wooden post smacked me in the hip and like fucked me up.
I'm on the post side.
Yeah, and then a guy next to me goes, "Quick impression, Mel Meninga," and I know that he's running at me to shoulder block my back, and I'm drunk, but I'm still an athlete, and I know when he's getting close, and I just do the drop to the ground real flat, so just his ankles hit my back, and he skids across the ground on his face. So we get in the train to go to a fucking pub. I can barely walk. His whole face is like Freddy Krueger on
everybody's
one
cool.
side, and everybody in the train was like, "You guys are fucking sketched out." We had respect on that train.
Dude, I went to a footy game, not this time, the time before.
You go to footy games?
I've been to a couple.
What's your team?
Essendon.
Oh, that was my dad's team. I'm Richmond.
Nice. All right.
So yellow stripe instead of the red stripe.
Okay. I went to a Richmond game the first time.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Tigers.
Dude, it was so at halftime.
Yeah.
They do this, they have halftime games here, half court shots in basketball
Yeah.
or whatever. So they had this thing where you don't have to jump up to catch a fair catch or whatever, so you get a free kick. So they had just people from the stands, and they had a mattress, and somebody's running with a mattress to like hit them to make them not like lose the thing.
Yeah,
it's a mattress, so it's kind of
That's
soft.
fucking fun.
Yeah, first guy misses it.
Up for the mark, it's called.
Up for the mark, yes. Second guy gets hit with the mattress, catches it. Everyone's like, yeah. Third guy goes up, catch it, gets knocked out. Nobody knows. He's just like, oh, I made the catch, and the ball just rolls away, and he doesn't get up.
Everybody celebrates, right?
Everybody celebrates, and then they just go, halftime's over. It was so cool. Fully unconscious.
Yeah, people love unconscious people in Australia.
Yeah. All right, Ellis, thanks a lot, man. I
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
me,
You
man.
got to come back when you're done with Bora Bora, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah, well, I'll never see you again then.
We'll come back another time anyway and do another country. Bro, that ruled. I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
dude.
Yeah,
Appreciate
great
it.
seeing you. Well, everybody, that is the episode. I hope you had a good time. Wow, what a time. What a punk he was. What a great punker. Psst. Don't forget to see all of Jason Ellis' tour dates at thejasonellis.com. Chicago, Nashville, Miami, Ocala, Florida, New Westman, kind of Vancouver, Victoria, Canada, Alberta, Denver, Plano, Texas. Also, check out his podcasts, The Jason Ellis Show. Adrian Appalucci was just on there. I've been on there multiple times. And Hawk vs. Wolf, which I've also been on. It's a good episode to start on. Hawk vs. Wolf. We did some travel talk. Me and Tony Hawk kind of connect on that. Jason Ellis too. Tony eats some. Tony will get diarrhea. We got to do an episode about Egypt, Tony. Anyway, that's the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Today's episode was produced by Your Mom's House Network, edited by Alan Caffey. Wherever you're watching or listening, please subscribe right now if you're still watching. I appreciate you would. I have merch up on my site at arishaffir.com. Grinders, some signed vinyls, unsigned vinyls for much cheaper from Jew. T-shirts, I got the Stay Positive shirt, which is a great one. I got psychedelic playing cards where I am the king of mushrooms. And I got Go for a Hike shirts and the Ari Cat shirt. Get them all at arishaffir.com. Guys, let me tell you a little bit about myself and my own skateboard journey. I am what's known as a poser. I got into skateboard culture through Bobby Lee. I dressed as a skateboarder, a poser skateboarder, all through my 20s and 30s. Wore a multicolored wristband, sometimes a leather wristband. One time I was at in Las Vegas at wherever the pirate show is, and they had a pirate show outside. Some guy walked by, some guy goes, "Fucking poser." And I was like, how did you know? And you ever play it to yourself like there's a lie, but you don't know. You think they don't know it's a lie. Like if you have a service animal on a plane and they go, "Do we see your paperwork?" Go, "This is all very embarrassing. I have a condition and I don't really want to share it with you. And I really feel like he's infringing on my privacy. I really sell it to myself." Anyway, I did that. What was that Pirates show in Vegas on the Strip? There's a casino. Forget. And I was like, you don't know, because I could have been a skateboarder for all years. But he knew something. He knew I was a poser. He was not wrong. To whoever that guy is, I owe you an apology. You were right. I am a poser. I was co-opting, culturally appropriating skateboard culture. Toy Machine, I had a lot of those shirts. I can't even do an ollie. The best I could ever do is skate off a curb down onto the street. And that was high end for me. When I go to the skate park, I'll just do circles. I did drop into the vert ramp when I did Hawk vs. Wolf. But when I say drop in, I mean on my butt. Anyway, guys, that's the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next week. Next week, Emma Willman comes on the episode. Talk about the Netherlands, not Amsterdam. The North Netherlands. Should be a very interesting one. Emma is a hilarious comic. You guys will enjoy it. Please subscribe so you know that's coming. And that's it. See you next week. Bye. How do you say goodbye in German? Auf Wiedersehen. Could be right. Bye.